Don't judge me. I just wish you knew. That's just like you. I miss you as I need you.
Well. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Generation X. No, that ain't it. That ain't it. We are the best there is, the best there. No, that ain't.
Shit, that
Mike,
applies to me, goddamn.
wait a minute. No. I got it here. I got it here. Living in the sunlight, living in the moonlight, oh, wonderful time.
What the hell is
What's
that?
that? Oh, forget. Hey,
Sure.
that's Tiny Tim right there.
This
You
Oh
don't
show
know
is
my
about no
brought to
god.
Tiny
you.
Tim.
This show is brought to you by Woke Lives Matter.
Woke lives
No,
matter.
no, no, no. Uh-uh.
Woke lives matter.
Woke Lives Matter.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But it's Thursday, man, so you already know, man.
Woke
This
lives
is the
matter. It's
six.
like, really?
This is the 6 man combo. Once again, like I said, I am your host this evening. Uh, 6MK Live, aka Pie May, all day, every day. We got the Senator. We got the Soul Crusher. Mad Mike Sports is in the building.
Yep. What it do?
And we have the Residential Joker, aka the Tactician. Which,
Yes, it's time to take off those nasty bonnets.
Oh, nasty. What?
It's time to take off those nasty bonnets.
You know what? I don't want to even know what type of mamas you been dealing with.
Not me. I'm a do-rag kind of fella. I don't deal with bonnets.
Oh, I walked right into that one then.
Oh man. Oh, Mike, I think K Styles, I think they done kidnapped him and put a bonnet on his head.
Chase Styles probably looking at the screen trying to figure out what's going on right now.
Damn it, Dirk
From
Cutter.
time to time.
You
It
just
happens
you
from
just
time
you
to
just
time.
had to take him out. I think his phone took a nap.
Or he took a nap in the middle of us talking. I mean, he's done that before, haven't it? Yeah.
Oh man. While K Styles finishes uppercutting Dirk Cutter for cutting off his phone, um, Mike, what do we have here on the screen?
Oh, okay.
Ooh,
Okay, that's a nice little conversation piece. Free agency and free agency and the Dalman replacement plan, draft or free agency.
ooh.
It's gonna be real interesting.
Mm-hmm. Well, for all of you that have not heard, Mike put it out today. I believe you did too. Yeah. For one, the Falcons just told who was that he told to go play in traffic, Mike?
So we don't give a damn. I don't give a fuck. Hey, if you Damn, we don't give a fuck. That's what the hell they said to a number of people today.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There have been a lot of people being let go.
The for good God Almighty, it looks like
Was it
Judon is
Judah?
headed to free agency. Nate Landman, aka Mr. Nathan Landman.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna be heading to free agency. We gave McCullum, the long snapper, a 4-year extension. Got to look at the contract on that, but I'm positive that it's most that it's close to a 3 to 4. It's probably a 4, but I'm positive probably 3 years,
Mm-hmm.
just based on how they've been doing things.
And it was also said on a radio show that they are in talks of working out an extension deal with Grady Jarrett, so that should put some money on the books. Listen,
What in
listen.
the entire fuck was that?
I ain't
What
Did you finish?
what
Did you finish body slamming Dirk Cutter?
man, man, fuck Dirk Cutter. Man, that was some bullshit.
I'm
That was
in
some
the middle
bullshit.
of talk.
I'm in the middle of introduction and oh, update phone necessary. What?
What
Dirk
the hell?
Cutter hijacked his phone.
That
Update in the
motherfucker
middle.
hijacked my shit, boy. Got my phone smelling like Idaho potatoes and shit.
Damn, I want some potatoes too.
Oh, he talking about waffle fry grease.
hmm We ain't even talking about the stuffed potatoes and
Oh
the
no.
loaded
Okay.
potatoes and stuff.
Yeah.
Nah, man,
Nah. Don't need that.
No,
man,
Don't need them
this
problems.
man gave me a split potato with no butter, no
No
oh
pepper, or
butter.
nothing.
no, not a raw spud. Come on, not a raw spud. Don't do me like that.
Raw.
Don't do me like that.
It was about as raw as no condom, nigga.
Oh.
Hey, hey. This is brought to you by Mayonnaise Cheerios. Will Levis approved.
All right. So,
No mayonnaise and no more Cheerio talk.
nah, man, my
Somebody
man,
might
my
be turning
look.
them Cheerios to booty holes. Okay.
No,
Nah,
no.
nah, nah. This is not the special edition bootios. This ain't what that is. Um, nah, man. Like, sound like y'all was going in. Y'all was kind of, as Dirk Cutter rudely interrupted. Sounds like y'all was kind of going in as far as the pretty much the Atlanta Falcons news.
Oh yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Is Auntie Pam's birthday?
Yep. I
Happy
heard the
birthday,
Sam's.
Auntie Pam.
Yep. Sam and Auntie share birthday.
Yeah. Listen, before we go any further, hey man, make sure y'all throw y'all happy birthdays in there for Auntie Pam. Give her a shout out. Let's get them red and blacks up. K Styles, man. Go
I don't
ahead.
know if Sam probably still drunk and laying out with a fifth in his hand
Look,
playing the Xbox.
look, you know, Sam got a hand on his controller laying between the TV, laying between the sofa and the table.
Happy birthday to these two. Happy birthday to these two.
Oh my God.
Auntie Pam and OG Sam. Don't get drunk and fall asleep.
Playing the game.
A
You know,
couple of dirt. couple of
Oh
dirty
no! Oh
controllers.
no! Oh no!
Now, now, definitely shout out to Auntie Pam and OG Sam for the happy birthday to those two. That's two of the family of not only AFN, not only a Holy Alliance, but the conglomerate in total. So, like you said, everybody put their red and blacks in here
Lord, I just
for
realized
Auntie
it's
Pam.
Pam and Sam. Ain't that something?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't get where I was going with
Yeah.
I did. I did.
it. But look, y'all get some happy birthdays to the OG Big Sam too. Now I know
Yeah.
Sam ain't in here.
Oh,
Oh,
he
oh,
drunk.
oh, he's
He drunk.
watching.
He
He'll be
drunk.
watching soon. Don't worry.
Right. But I saw, like you said, I know y'all probably getting into the Atlanta Falcons news as far as them turning down the tenders for D. Alford and Nate Landman.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Go ahead, and fill me in on what y'all were talking about as far as how did y'all feel about that?
Ooh. It was. It's been a couple. For me, all it says is this is what I've been talking about. This is the precursor to Terry Fontenot getting disrespectful. If y'all notice, the entire league, the Falcons are watching who's dropping everybody in free agency. So what Terry's doing right now, he's seeing where can I get money from. So first Grady, we're gonna have talks with Grady, and just like Mike said, next people that either stayed injured too long, either the Falcons have found a suitable replacement for them. What up, Jay Knight? And that have not performed up to standard. Like I told Mike and them this morning, I said, shoot, he just told D offer to go play in traffic. Yeah, we not doing the extension. Bye.
Damn, not playing traffic.
He go play in traffic, right? Bye. They not playing. If you not available to play, and if you haven't been producing, you gonna get cut. And Terry gonna save money. This part, what we looking at right now, is about Terry saving money. It ain't got disrespectful yet. What's your take on it, Mike?
If you don't give a damn, I don't give a fuck. If
What?
you don't give a damn, I don't give a fuck. If you
Yeah.
don't give a damn, I don't give a fuck. That's how I feel about this.
Don't talk no shit, won't say
Don't
no
do
shit.
no shit. Absolutely not. My
Yeah.
thing is, my thing is okay. Why this damn? All right, nah, y'all. I just got a Sports Illustrated person just come up here, just trying to follow me on Twitter. Okay, just threw me all the way off. I ain't got look. I ain't writing no motherfucking articles, y'all. That shit, I did that shit 8 years ago. They ain't paying me enough. I ain't no writing motherfucking articles. Better goddamn go to ChatGPT. Goddamn, fuck that shit.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it is kind of like one of those situations where,
I know
yeah,
I just
Mike, I
got
think,
all the way off here. My bad.
no, you good, you good, you good. Man, fuck them, fuck them. Um, but we're coming into a point in time right now where I think this is kind of the first time that, as you see on the screen, you see that smirky ass nigga Terry Fonzo's face. He kind of knows right now that I say his seat is hot, not just because of what he has been able to do, but it's the fact that the team has literally has not went anywhere. Like you said,
Mhm.
that's not all on him, but as far as just the fan base itself, the majority of the blame is going on Terry's job. It's going on Terry Varno right now.
Uh-huh.
Now, you made a very interesting statement as far as looking at how the contracts for a lot of these players is set up. Um, D offered Nate Lamon. These were kind of two moves that were actually to be expected.
Uh-huh.
Why? Because he's already drafted replacements in those exact positions.
That part.
Now, kind of getting away from the Falcons right quick as you look at what free agency is bringing us right now and a lot of the names that are available. Um, I want to ask a question, Mike, Juan, and everybody that's watching here. Were y'all able to see what the list of unrestricted free agents is looking like for this 2025 free agency so far?
I'm actually looking at a tracker right now.
Yeah, I didn't get to check on them. I've been seeing players here and there, just teams dumping them here and there. But when Mike reads this list, I want y'all to pay very close attention to it because I'm gonna go back to what I said maybe about 2 minutes before you came back on, K-Style. If you notice, the Falcons haven't made any major moves other than them clearing some space and possibly now quiet is kept. There are no outlets that tell you that they're working with Grady. Mike informed me because I looked for him. Mike informed me that they said it on the radio show. So the Falcons are basically playing lame duck right now. They're seeing who is letting who go off of what team from the Super Bowl winners all the way down. They're waiting. Terry's waiting because the one thing we do know about Terry is he's going to wait to see who he can get without paying a lot of money for, and who he can cut without, one, affecting the team, and two, wherever he can get money, he's going to squeeze it out. I'm telling y'all, I've been saying this for 4 weeks straight. This is where Terry's going to do his damage. He's going to do his damage in free agency. The draft is just going to be icing on the cake. I'm telling you.
Okay. So before we get into that list, Mike, I want to ask both of y'all questions. So what do y'all think about a lot of the moves that's been going on in the NFL so far? I'm gonna just use an example. Saquon Barkley becoming the highest paid running back in NFL history.
Ooh.
You got Max Crosby become one of the highest paid non-quarterback players in NFL history.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of intricacies. There's a lot of guys that are requesting trades right now because teams don't really have the money to pay them, i.e. DK Metcalf, i.e. Trey Hendrickson, Jonathan Allen, and etc.
I'm glad you asked that question.
Hold on, that was it. Two, like you said, and before Mike reads that list off, two of the top 10 free agents based on NFL.com. Two of the top 10 free agents are names of what's that dude Max Williams and Josh Sweat from the Philadelphia Eagles. That if y'all remember in that Super Bowl, these were the two guys that wreaked the most havoc for the damn Eagles in the Super Bowl. Yet they are tested free agency.
Mm-hmm. Now I'm glad you asked that question. I made a short on Saquon Barkley, highlighting what you said. Make sure you go back and check it out on Mr. Tactician 78 on YouTube. But basically, I asked the question: is this going to be it or set a precedent for running backs, not just in the league currently, but for the new running backs coming into the league? because when you make a move like that, it just don't affect the new guy, the guys that's here. And we talked about Derrick Henry and Bijan Robinson, but the young ones coming up, their agents are going to use that as leverage to get them guys to be able to, try to get the numbers up, because it adversely affected Philly, because now, like Mike said, they got to let some people go. You know what I'm saying? But as far as the top 3 running backs in the league right now, the only one that seems to be that's going to be mitigated is Bijan Robinson, because the Falcons have a 6-tier system. So he's going to share a lot of the touches with the other weapons on the team. A lot of these teams, they got 2, 3, and maybe 4 weapons at a time. If your team is running the load with them running backs, they going to want that contract. And like K-Style said, it's going to adversely affect the defense, because why? You got to let some people go. You can't keep everybody. And it's good for us because we got what you call a low money problem right now, because Bijan, the way the system is set up, the whole offense doesn't run through him. He's a part of it. So the likelihood of him asking for a contract like that, or the likelihood of him grossly exceeding what he's already done, he's probably going to level off, which is good for us. This is why we keep telling y'all, and this is why Mike would say too, you notice that same type of situation when we had Julio Jones and Matt Ryan, because most of the offense ran through Julio. So when he came time to ask for a contract, it was like, okay, we got to consider it. You know what I'm saying? But for the young guys, like I said, coming in, you see Saquon getting paid that kind of money off an extension. You like, bro, you going to bust your butt to try to be the best running back on your team.
It's just dumb. That's a dumb contract. It really is a dumb contract. You don't pay guys off of what they did the previous year. Every time you do that, you get in trouble. There's never been a team that hasn't gotten in trouble doing that. So for me, it's dumb to do that. I don't like the Saquon Barkley contract extension. He's already had injuries, and he's coming off a season where he had damn near 400 carries. Then the last time a running back that we know of, a couple of them, had that amount of carries in a season. Guess what happened to him? As a matter of fact, he had just 345 carries in the regular season with 2,000 rushing yards, and that's not even counting the playoffs. So this man had well over 400 carries in the season. You remember this guy that we know? And I gotta get him on the show also. He was a running back for the Atlanta Falcons.
Who is he, Mike?
Michael Turner.
That he had Michael Turner.
The Burner Turner. Woo.
So you're looking at his numbers and what he did in his career. This is why I say you don't congratulate or you don't I don't give a fuck what Saquon Barkley would do. He gonna have to ref for 2,000 straight yards. For me, I'm talking about back to back. He gonna do that 2 times before I give him $20 million. Because most of the time you're not gonna get what you're asking for out of a running back rushing for 2,000 yards. Like you're not gonna get your money's worth out of that.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Saquon is an alien. Huh? Okay. So was Michael Turner. So was LaDainian Tomlinson. So was AP. All of them.
And like Mike said, what if, God forbid, this man gets hurt? Guess what? You stuck.
So here's some numbers with Michael Turner. Okay, when he first got here, 376 touches, 1,700 yards. Okay, 1,700 yards. And then the 2009, he kind of had some injuries the following year and rushed for about 800 yards, and then 13, and then 13, and then another 8. So most of the time when we look at these running backs, yeah, they look good for a year, but They got to keep this up. They have to keep this up.
What's up?
For me, I don't believe in.
Huh?
I don't believe in giving running
Yeah,
backs $20 million. I just don't. It's stupid. I don't believe in it. I'm not paying a running back $20 million.
Don't do it like that.
Hell no.
The thing about it, is, see, like I said, I got the appointment.
K Styles over there having a fight with his mama, y'all.
So when is her appointment? The appointment is on the 13th.
Yeah, he embarrassed me. I'm about to embarrass him right now, y'all.
How about?
Gotta love family, don't you?
Mm-hmm. But like I said, I'm not Southside. Like, see, this the crack. When you hit the pipe. How old do you think Saquon Barkley is? Let's take a guess.
I'm thinking 28. I'm thinking about 28, 29 myself. He don't look like he in his 30s yet. I could be wrong. I say late 20s.
So, a guy that had how many injuries? You do remember he's had one. He's already had a devastating injury, man.
But he was in New York, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's already had that injury.
And Southside, this is why Mike said this, because you got to understand, it's not as though Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles were leaning on a lot of other people. I mean, yeah, he threw the ball, but you got to understand, Saquon Barkley was their offense. 80% of the workload was on him. It was on him, team, because they did what, in certain cases we should have did. Whatever worked, they stuck with it. And when they seen the teams could not stop Saquon Barkley in the run game, they kept going to him. So this is why we say, when you got a guy like him, when you got a guy like Derrick Henry, and they're 80% of your offense, they're going to get hurt. They're going to get wore down.
He's been in the league 7 years. This is not a young guy. I just want y'all to know that. Like, man, you see it with McCaffrey himself. So, like, everybody's he ain't even 30, 20, he's barely 30 years old. He's 28. Bro. That don't mean nothing to a running back. That don't mean nothing to a running back. Mm-hmm. How many times have we said that Devontae Freeman wasn't even 30 years old?
But Devontae had a lot of miles on him.
That right there is the point. That's the miles that these running backs have on their legs. And that's why I personally don't believe getting if a running back can't catch the ball out of the backfield like that. And Saquon Barkley, I'm not saying he's not good catching the ball out of the backfield, but I don't trust him like I trust Bijan catching the ball out of the backfield.
Well, Mike, and then there's the caveat, because Bijan is more open to it because that's something more that he can lean on too. But you got to think, Saquon Barkley's preferred method is more ground and pound than it is catching out of the backfield.
Mm-hmm.
That's like Derrick Henry. I'm pretty sure Derrick Henry could probably catch the ball out the backfield, but his preferred method of attack is ground and pound. He's going to out-muscle you.
But that goes by what you just said. Philadelphia's attack is more so running the ball down your throat.
Mm-hmm.
So giving him another $20 million is, for me, it's like a death sentence. It's a death sentence for him. You sure you want to keep giving your running back the ball 300-400 times a game?
Nah. Mm-mm.
I mean, not a game, but a year. He getting like 340 carries plus per year.
Yeah.
With this team, he wasn't getting that like that with the Giants. He was barely getting 300 carries with the Giants.
And let's be clear now, he ain't playing all them stunts he did this season. Oh, they gonna catch up with him in the offseason because that wasn't no normal play. You don't see running backs doing pirouettes over people's heads. That
That's
stuff
the
catch
stuff
up with you.
Oh, it surely does. And that's why I said the Philadelphia Eagles have to treat him like more. They have to create more balance within that offense because if they keep trying to run that ball through Saquon, he's not going to last the second or the third year.
Mm-mm. And
We've seen this
that
too many times, y'all. We've seen this too many times, but not just Saquon, but we've seen it with Emmitt Smith. We've seen it with Barry Sanders. Barry Sanders retired because his body just couldn't take it anymore.
no, and Barry Sanders was a tank.
So Mike, go ahead. That list that you had up of free agents. You want to kind of give the people what is the state of the free agency as far as the type of players that are available.
So these quarterback position unstricted. You got Sam Darnold, Zach Wilson, Trey Lance, Jacoby Brissett, Marcus Mariota, Jared Stidham. Obviously, you have Drew Lock, Justin Fields, Flacco, Winston, Mac Jones. I didn't even know that motherfucker still uh, in the league. Mac Jones. Good God Almighty. Jimmy Garoppolo, Case Keenum, Mason Rudolph. So that right there is the running back. I mean the quarterback position. Then you look at the running backs. Oh God, yeah. Ooh, Lord Jesus.
It's a lot
Go
of
ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
God damn it, motherfucker. Come on, God damn it. Motherfucker, I pressed
the, the, the,
I
the
don't know
fact
what's
that
going on with that damn website, but I'll just do the wide receivers right now until that damn running backs want to act right. You see what I'm saying? Running backs don't even want to act right. They don't even want their money. Devontae, obviously you got Devontae Adams that's still out there. Stephon Diggs, Keenan Allen, Amari Cooper, Chris Godwin. He's that void of his contract, so that injury that he had, that might be it's a void. So maybe it's a team option or something like that. But like that don't look do good with Chris Godwin, Deontay Johnson, and a bunch of Hopkins, Mike Williams. So it's not a lot of good, let's say, wide receivers, so to speak. But I think Stanley, if I'm not mistaken, that tackle from Baltimore, I think he's going to be available also.
Oh, you talk about Ronnie Stanley.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as that list is pertained to, it seems like it's a lot of defensive players that are set to hit the market, especially from the secondary aspect of things.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You got that list as far as a lot of the secondary players because I saw it was quite a few guys going from Javon Holland, um, Trevor Boyd. I know they said DJ Reed was one of the guys that
Got Carlton
people
Davis,
Carlton
Julius
Davis.
Ward, Jane. Hold on. DJ Reed, obviously, he's on there. Jonathan Jones, Byron Murphy,
one Bosa on there too.
Stephon Gilmore.
Yeah,
Good God Almighty.
Bosa is a defensive player. Yeah, But I kind of wanted Mike to kind of focus on this secondary class of free agents because
Jeff Okuda, he's another one of those guys.
Mm,
Javarius Wright, Mike Hughes, Michael Davis, Eric Stokes, um,
not tiptoe.
Sante Samuel Jr. He's on there, so it's quite a few DBs out there. Yeah, it's definitely quite a
mm,
few DBs out there.
mm. And the reason why I wanted Mike to kind of break up how some of the DBs was going to look is not just with the offered news, but if you really look at outside of AJ Terrell and Jesse Bates and Clark Phillips, the majority of the secondary guys are potential free agents that
Uh-huh.
played on this team last year.
And it's only been a couple. It's only been a couple the Falcons have mentioned about possibly coming back to include Justin Simmons.
Hmm.
They tell it. They're Mike has said it so many times, and I'm going to reiterate what he said. They're telling you what they're going to do right in front of your face. You just got to understand how to read Falcons Braille. They're telling you. They're telling you right now what they're getting ready to do in
Javon
free agency and
Holland,
draft.
Javon Holland is another one that's out there.
Hmm. Darius Slay is another one.
Nick
Like you said,
Bolton, obviously with him a
and
Spagnola defense, he's gonna be out there.
he said you talk about Justin Reed.
Nick
Mm-hmm.
Bolton, Hassan Reddick is another one that's gonna be out there. But ain't nobody gonna give him no 15, $20 million what he looking for.
Let these fans tell it they'll sell their house and their firstborn to get Hassan Reddick.
Right.
Oh, we know.
But it's very interesting for the simple fact that, like you said, you have a lot of these coaches, especially on the defensive side, who are DB guys.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the year they kind of try to pull their trigger? Is to get another high quality secondary player off rip?
Could be. Could be.
I seriously doubt that.
Mm,
It's not a high. I don't. It depends on what you think is high quality.
mm.
Because
Well,
a younger guy for me is more high quality than an older guy.
mm. And the only reason why I threw the term high quality in there is not because of them being better players coming out in the draft, but also kind of adding to that experience to a defense that lacks a lot of experienced players. Well, I ain't gonna say lack a lot of experienced players, but I think they could use another two players with experience.
In my opinion, as far as our DB room goes, we'll probably get players for depth. What I believe the focus is going to be, and again, I'm leaning on what Mike has always said. Jeff Ulbrich is a sign that they're gonna do serious work in the linebacker room. With the players that's coming out now, especially these defensive players, and us again possibly having a stranglehold at 15, they're going to be looking to build up the front and the lock and the linebacker room because again, if your DBs are not having to do the bulk of the work, that's letting me know that your linebacker room is can cover and contain, and then your front can get home. So
Mm,
you don't need as much depth at the DB position if they're not doing the bulk of the work. And why bring in a coach that is a former linebacker that knows how linebackers are supposed to perform if you don't want to improve that room. That makes no sense. Friend of Raheem or not. You bring a man in with that. You bring a man in that knows about a specific room so that he can build and improve that room.
Yeah, and kind of like the talking point that's going around right now, as far as a lot of the fans and a lot of the expectations is, the guys like Trey Hendrickson or a guy like Jonathan Allen, who are a multitude of these defensive players that are requesting trades out of their current situation. And you already know that those talking points have been brought up by a lot of the fan base here in Atlanta, as far as those guys, as well as I think somebody asked a question about uh taking a chance on, well, what was it, Joey Bosa and stuff like that. What's
Mhm.
y'all thoughts on that?
And Joey Bosa can kiss my magma ass, okay?
Oh boy.
I ain't got time for him to be sitting out here in Butterworth, Georgia, talking about, yeah, boy, we gonna get you. Nah, fuck it. Fuck that Negro. He can kiss my magma ass.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now.
Well, do that man like that.
Look, we know what him and his brother about. Like, bro,
Yeah.
like look, when they come down here, we know exactly what he gonna be about. And when when Georgia people figure out what he about, someone gonna like him and someone gonna hate him. It's gonna create a divide.
Yeah.
I don't think it's
Y'all
going to.
already don't like Trey hair. Like, come on. Some of you Negroes don't even like his hair.
All right.
You
I'm just
say
gonna say it
they
like,
don't like Perk Plus. That's what you say.
nah,
They don't like Perk Plus. No.
they don't like Perk Plus. They don't want no silky texture. They like barbed wire and fence rail. But now I'm gonna tell y'all right now, prepare to get your feelings hurt. This is not going to be a sexy draft, or this is not going to be a sexy free
No.
agent. This is gonna be ugly. It's gonna be filthy, nasty. It's gonna be booty wide open, disgusting. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna tell you, it's gonna be BB wide
What do
open,
you mean
disgusting.
booty wide open? What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
We are going to you gonna see players that don't tickle your fancy, don't make you excited. You gonna be like, who is this? What are they doing? We going for the grit. This is not finna be splashy. It ain't gonna be flashy. It ain't gonna be with pom poms and ticker tape. No. I believe we gonna get some filthy, nasty players. Like Mike said, the kind that'll pour piss on your mama sitting on the sideline. We not doing that cute stuff no more. That cute stuff ain't worked at all.
Look, we can do that without him putting on a magma hat. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Look, right now they don't need to be putting that hat on anyway because the magma people ain't winning. Pay attention, they ain't winning. They're really not winning, and they don't like their savior. The Cheeto in chief.
I mean, it is at this point. Everything is about fantasy and football. Like my thing is, I would much rather go younger and add free agent than bring in older guys. If that older guy ain't on the level of a Calais Campbell, you keep that son bitch.
Right. Right.
I don't need no more old dudes on this team while this team is still young.
I mean, unless they, like I said, serious veteran presence, we don't need no more Aspic cream and depends on the sideline.
Because if I have to see Antonio Hamilton Sr. On the field doing push-ups on the football, nah, I'm good.
What is he, Hiachi?
I don't know what the hell he doing. He doing push-ups or football or licking the ground or something because he ain't playing football.
He tasting turf.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I kind of be,
That's so bull.
which is interesting because if you look at the last couple drafts that the Falcons have had, they essentially have been putting in place guys in draft picks just in case. So we just gonna find out based on who's all gonna be casualties and shit like that. We just gonna have to find out.
I mean, be prepared for Terry Fontenot to do something crazy. And y'all,
Mhm.
and most of your Twitter gonna light up like a Christmas tree. Terry cooking, cook Terry. We knew you could do. Yeah, no, you didn't.
Hey,
No,
man.
you didn't. You didn't. Mm-mm. They
Yeah.
gonna
You just
be.
got to
So
be careful with things, man. You can't just go out
mhm.
here because Trey Henderson won out. Well, he trying to get paid, bro.
Right.
There ain't nobody in Cincinnati
Mhm.
not trying to get paid. Everybody trying to get paid up there.
everybody,
So cancel
everybody
each
know
other
that.
out.
Everybody know that by them franchise tagging T Higgins, that pretty much killed any reason for Trey Henderson to be there. And
And y'all don't and pay attention now. We took Jesse Bates from there. And you see how he doing. I keep saying it. Players look at the team they're going to and their current situation.
hmm
And they always look at who has a possibility to get into the playoffs, who doesn't, who has a possibility to win, and what that could do for my career. And he looking at, and just because Jesse Bates been down here a couple years, don't think they ain't been looking at their teammates like, damn, Jesse down there balling in Atlanta. Yeah, he in a good spot. In a real good spot.
yeah, Reggie DK wants to be one of the highest paid wide receivers. Like you
Yeah.
said, essentially everybody that's been offered for trades and stuff like that want to be the highest paid at their position.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, the Atlanta Falcons are in no position to honor no 27, $30 million contract. Hell, just going based off the second topic we got here, they contemplating if they want to give Drew Dalman his 15.
Right. Right.
So so that's gonna trend. That's gonna go right into the next topic, which I have is called the Drew Dalman replacement plan.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, we got 41 people in here. We definitely appreciate that. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button as y'all come in here. So as Drew Dalman kind of being the story of the Atlanta offseason right now, um, from what people are thinking, it is a high likely chance that he may be gone.
Mm-hmm.
So you still have a Ryan Newsel who is a restricted free agent. So I want to ask both of y'all this question. So in the case of Drew Dalman being gone, would you rather look to replace that position in free agency or in the draft?
Mm, if you're telling me that Ryan Newsel is a solid plan A, then I would say go with the draft. But if you're telling me that he's a plan B, then I need a suitable center with experience in free agency. It just depends. It just depends on what they think, where they think Newsel is as far as the team is concerned. Because again, you got to get the center right. because he got to have chemistry with Penix. You can make or break a quarterback's career if your center ain't right. You can make or break it. I don't care how good he is. You can make or break it if the center ain't right.
Mm. Because because outside of Drew Dalman, really the only two notable centers that I recognize is Austin Corbett, who played with the Panthers last year,
Mm-hmm.
and Ryan Kelly, who played with the Colts last year.
Okay.
So if it became a main priority as far as them not wanting to pay Dolman if that comes to case, are these two guys that like that you would consider to be notable veteran replacements, or would you take a fly at?
Hmm. Now, with the guy that came from the Panthers, how did he fare with Bryce Young? You have to look at that. How did he fare last season with Bryce Young? And
This
you want to look
motherfucker.
at both centers, how they fared with their prospective quarterbacks last season. That will tell you a lot about what you could expect when they come here or if they come here.
Mm, well, if you got a stupid head coach and a stupid offensive line coach, it don't matter how good that guy is because he's stupid.
True.
So on top of it, you got to see where your quarterback is in his development and understanding, seeing blitzes, seeing things up front. So it makes it a whole lot easier when your quarterback is smart enough to be able to see certain things. Um, and I don't think Ryan Newell has an issue with that. Now,
Mm-hmm.
I know for sure that one, Drew Dalman is not as good as people think he is,
Mm-hmm.
especially in the pass protection. Especially in pass protection, he's really not that good. He's very good at helping, which is the center is supposed to do. He's the help for the most part for the right and left guard, and picking up blitzes and things of that nature. But Ryan Newell ain't that much apart from Dalman in the pass protection. And now Dalman has him up on in the running game, obviously. But I'm what you're talking about. One is more so pass protection than anything.
Yeah.
And to be
Yeah.
honest, with your quarterback, it really just depends on where your quarterback is in his development. Because if a guy like Matt Ryan, for example, when we brought in Alex Mack, um, Alex Mack made things so much easier, so he could just focus on run blocking. He didn't really have to worry about making the calls and things of that nature. Matt Ryan didn't have to, make too many calls himself. It was an equal balance. Um, but the thing is, do you believe that you can get another Drew Dalman in the draft? I personally believe you can.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So in other
And I'm
words,
not
Mike.
paying no $15+ million for no Drew Dalman. That's just me.
So in other words, you were saying that Newell would be more or less like a plan B than a plan A.
No, he's a plan A. But you have to have the plan in case that plan doesn't work.
Right. Right.
It doesn't matter where you draft a guy at when you drafting the offensive line. You still got to have a plan B and a C with offensive lineman. If you don't have a plan C, see, this is what the Falcons fans don't understand. Because the plan C for the Atlanta Falcons, the plan B for the Atlanta Falcons, I should say, it's really Matthew Bergeron because he has the ability to play right and left tackle.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So they already have a plan. So you always want to have a plan on top of a plan with guys like that. And right now they have a plan in Gwen. I don't know how you say that motherfucking name.
Javon.
Javon Gwen.
Yeah,
But they
Javon.
already have a plan with him. So they're already kind of putting him in that position where he's going to compete. And if he and Nozzle, they fight it out, and the best man wins. Like, we don't have to pay 15 million. We can go get that to somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
I like, for me, I would much rather have a guy develop my guys than having to force a player to give them $15+ million. He ain't forcing me to do shit. Motherfucker, I eat noodles for the rest of the year.
Well,
You
remember
force me.
now. Remember what I said? I said, now people, y'all got to understand, Noodle got a learning curve. I mean, not Noodle, but Dalman got a learning curve because he's gonna have to get on par with whatever quarterback he's got. And there may be some times where you may see him regress back to rolling dice on the field. Don't get mad now. You got to understand, we had to work through that. It's just
Go ahead. Wow, my bad.
It's just if you notice in some of those games when Dalman did kind of revert back to that, Michael Penix was smart enough to pick it up and still make it work. There were a couple games he snapped it high and he snapped it kind of low. So your quarterback had already gotten used to that. So everybody ain't like Penix. So you got to understand that learning curve going to be steep.
Here's the one interesting part that a lot of us haven't really took it into consideration is Drew Dalman has missed quite a few games at the center as well. So the Atlanta Falcons may be looking at this aspect of, is he good, but can he be available for 17 games?
That right there, Kev. Say it again. They not paying attention to that.
Let me say it. Do I need to say it again for the people in the back?
Oh yeah.
Drew Dalman's biggest issue right now is he has not played a full 17 game season yet. I think he's missed an average of 3 to 5 games a year since he's been here. I say at the very least 3.
That does not do well when it comes to the playoffs. Because remember, the teams you're playing in the playoffs, they play differently. Teams always play differently than they do in the regular season. So it's a little bit harder game. So you can't be you got to be all in. You can't be missing games like that. Because that's not the time to be switching up no centers. I'm telling you right now, the closer you get to the Super Bowl, everybody that's there, you need everybody on deck.
And then it's an interesting dynamic too because you have a Drew Dalman who's great in the run game, average in pass pro, but then you have Ryan Noozle who is decent at pass pro, but in the run game. So we're looking at a situation right now that their decision at center is going to dictate what they want their offense to be like.
Right. I'm so glad you said that. And this goes back to Bijan Robinson, Tyler Algier, possibly. You got a center that don't know how to block during the run game. You stifle your running backs. Because Mike said it before. Let's just say they start out and they want to get Penix to just hand the ball off for right now. You stifle that. Now they're blowing up. Now your right and left guards got to do the bulk of the work, and they possibly blowing up plays before they even get started.
Right. Jonathan Bell said Drew ain't no Alex Mack, so I'm letting him go.
Hey, I can't disagree with that.
I mean, for me personally, I'm saying like this. I'm not paying Drew Dalman no $15 to $20 million for him be to miss 3 to 5 games a
Shake 'em
year.
up, shake 'em up, shake 'em up, shake 'em.
Take him. You took the words out my mouth. Like he doing a
Let me say that.
7-10. He over there
Let me
passing a 7-10 split to the quarterback.
let me say this again. I am not paying no center 15 to $20 million to miss 3 to 5 games a year.
Nope, ain't
Nope.
happening.
Now, now, as far as the draft concerned, there may not be a lot of suitable, pure centers in this draft this year. But I will say this: you don't need to spend high draft picks on a good center.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to be able to get a guy who's smart enough to pick up your offense quick and who's going to be suitable for your offense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's rare for pure centers to really go high in the draft unless they that dude.
I just need him a little bit bigger so he don't be getting blown up by people that shouldn't be blowing him up. I need him when they hike the ball, he just lean forward and fall on people and then it's over with.
Hold on, D. Coleman got a quote right here. Don't pay great for good.
There you go. That's it. That's the mic drop of the night.
Don't pay great for good.
Mm-hmm.
We
See,
done, we done, we done got burnt on that quite a few times.
what you're looking at right now and what Terry is trying to help foster is the fact that the biggest problem we used to have on this team was getting flashy players with no development. We didn't want to bring up our own, and we had a lot of gems on the team. Now you're seeing that development is cost effective. So what's going to happen is you're going to start seeing players that we get that can be developed, that will be developed, because we ain't got money to be going out there tricking off no more.
I know it's off topic, but I do miss Patrick DeMarco. Was just thinking of him. I don't know why. Well, Patrick DeMarco would have been perfect in the Arthur Smith way of offense,
Mm-hmm.
but Mike, do I see somebody say that they miss a fullback? Did that just what that just said?
Me no speaking English. No habla español.
But
K Styles about to go hold down. He about to go down memory lane talking about fullback, y'all.
no, I ain't gonna do that. So this show ain't about fullbacks. This show
The
ain't
show
about
wasn't about
fullbacks.
no damn no lives matter. You still did that, so don't try to play me, motherfucker.
Well, you gotta think about what kind of fan base we got. We have a bunch of woke lives matter motherfuckers watching us too. To what?
Woke
Nah.
lives matter.
And plus, that was just a quote. That wasn't a whole discography of the fullback position.
Oh god. See what he's saying in layman's term, y'all. He got his fullback list is too extensive to give it 5 minutes to talk about it.
Nah, man, it ain't even about to be a 5 minutes. Like I said, this is not a fullback discussion. I'll do one of those. I'll do one of those my damn self. I'll let the people know why I am enamored with the fullback position.
Because he like punching people in the face. The end, y'all.
Yeah.
I love hitting people.
Fade to black.
Fade to black. D offered, faded to black.
They definitely faded his ass to black.
Joey boy told him to go play in traffic. Go play in traffic.
Keith Smith, yeah,
Is
that
Keith
motherfucker can do
Smith
nothing but
even on
tackle
the
and,
man, Keith
hit
Smith
people.
ain't been on this roster about he ain't been on this roster since Arthur Smith got fired. That's all I say.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all ain't see
See,
him carrying Arthur Smith's bags to the U-Haul truck. I mean the FedEx truck.
Boy, go to
this
sleep.
offense does not require fullbacks, so you wouldn't. The majority of the offenses in the NFL, the fullback position is pretty much dead.
Mm-hmm. Because it's less ground and pound and more aerial offense. So you really don't have a need for it like that.
D. Coleman, I'm
Yeah,
glad you said that. The,
see, oh Lord.
the very first re-sign of the Atlanta Falcons this offseason was long snapper Liam McCullough.
Da, 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 da.
Special teams, baby.
That's what I was about to ask. Yeah, I ain't even have to
Special
ask a
teams,
question.
baby.
If you are not available, again, if you are not available and or you did not produce last season, you got to go. That's just it. We
You
ain't
need
doing.
that.
We ain't giving out no more government cheese, no more potted meat, none of that bread in the aluminum foil, none of that. If you're not producing, you got to go. Cost money.
See, see. The reason why a lot of people probably looked at it like, wait a minute, that's the first re-sign y'all did. The thing about it with the long snapper, the holders, the special team, they have a particular chemistry that you don't want to break off.
Right.
Your long snapper dictates how well your kickers and punters are because
Mm-hmm.
it's all chemistry based. Now we only see these motherfuckers for like 7, 50, like no more than 15 plays a game. But that's the
Mm-hmm.
center of your special teams is your long snapper.
He
Oh,
determines what kind of field the other team is gonna have. You can't mess that up because you don't want a person constantly kicking short fields for the other team. Your defense has to work harder.
right.
You want
So
their offense to go the length of the field, not your defense to be having to work that hard.
right. So we got about 10 more minutes, 5, 10 minutes. Let y'all go ahead and start asking some questions here. Start putting questions in the chat.
No, this
Um,
won't do nothing big. All right. Y'all can get rid of that.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I'm not. I'm not expecting any like major developments
I
because the thing
wouldn't.
about it is we still got to figure out what are they going to do about some of the contracts that's on the team now.
every re-signing that you see from now and probably to win K Style was
Ooh.
March 13th. Is it 12th or 13th?
Uh, the official free agency starts on the 12th, but they can
Okay.
start negotiating on the 10th.
Okay. From now until March 10th, any re-signings that you see is very, very low cost. Listen to me clearly. Any moves that the Falcons make right now is going to be something that doesn't cost them money. It's going to either save them money or put money on the books in terms of extra cash. It's not going to be nothing big right now. You're not going to see the moves till after maybe between the 10th and the 13th. Then you'll start seeing stuff because they're still watching who's dropping who off of what teams. They're trying to figure out who they can get that's not going to cost a lot of money. And they don't have to, because like I said, what we said, they ain't doing no more than 1-2 year contract, if that. So they're trying, Terry's trying to make sure they mitigate how much money they gotta spend. They're gonna try to save as much money as they can until they get up to the draft. and then that's where they'll do a lot of a lot of the damage. But other than that, it's not gonna be nothing big.
Right. So the thing about it is y'all have to pay attention to is that a lot of these guys who are demanding a lot of this money is one of two things that's happening is that these guys are getting traded for low cost.
DK Metcalf.
Mm-hmm.
They trying to get rid of him for a third and fourth.
hmm Because he just got paid just a couple years ago.
Right.
They're,
And
they're
that's
look they're looking for a team to take on a good portion of that dead cap. That's
mhm.
that's why when if you see a lot of these high profile players start going into trades for like low picks is usually coming with a money guarantee that the new team is going to take on some of the burden.
Yeah. And remember now, a lot of these big players, the only reason why they're in free agency is because teams made deals that didn't make sense, and now they got to get rid of everybody.
Um,
So those aren't those flashy picks are not the bargain picks. Those are the ones that eat up your cap and kill your draft. You go,
man, DK talking about he won 30 minutes. Nigga, DK ain't nowhere in hell.
Man, you go better sprinkle some goddamn spray, some hairspray, some goddamn gold and green hairspray on your damn head and shut the fuck up.
man, the letters in his name don't even equal 30. What are we talking about?
hmm
Talking about
Mucho
$30
asked,
million.
what if we don't make any moves by the time the draft comes?
Well, we
Oh,
won't.
they're gonna make moves.
They
Like
gonna
you
make
said,
moves.
It won't.
it,
It
it's just
won't be
like you
no
say, it's
big
just gonna
move.
come down to it may not be the flashy moves that we're expecting, just for the simple fact that we still have to accommodate some capital by the time the draft comes because we're going because you want to improve the team because you essentially got about 25 free agents this offseason. You got at least 20 to 25 free agents. So they're going to make moves. Yeah,
Nope.
I ain't paying them. I rather pay. Look. I say for me as a Falcon, I'd rather give $15 million to Tyler Lockett for 2 years than I would give DK 30 minutes.
Kalen need to sit his head down somewhere. Okay,
You call him DK.
that's his name, Kalen. That's what DK stands for. Kalen better sit his goofy head down somewhere.
No wonder he got an anger problem.
Mm-hmm.
Um, how you go? How you gonna add a duh to Kalen? Nah, I got a couple. I got a homeboy named Kalen. That's cool as fuck. That's cool. He cool, but yeah, that motherfucker got. That's probably why the motherfucker played mad. He probably mad that his name is Kalen.
I mean, I'm mad just
Kalen.
hearing about it.
But yeah, the Falcons are not in the business of like I said, we could be wrong, but they not in the business of paying a guy 20 to 25 million dollars a year to play for 2 seasons.
Look, look,
Yeah,
let's be honest. Let's be honest. We being far too conservative with people's feelings. First of all, Terry Fontenot is not in the make me feel good business because he didn't have to sit up here all season and listen to people and listen and see situations that didn't make him feel good. And then had the fans had the nerve to turn around and say at the end of the season when it was clearly somebody else's issue while we didn't get into the playoff that he was on the hot seat. So Terry right now is not in the make me feel good business. Terry is doing what's best for the team. If you feel good, it's because you choose to. And I don't see Billy Bob Thornton coming to visit none of y'all to help y'all feel good.
I want you to make me feel good.
I
I don't know what you want
what
me to
made it do.
I want you to make me feel good.
I'm sorry, but Paris said there ain't no feel good.
Oh man. Uh well, we're gonna go ahead and get up on out of here, man. Juan, Mike, I'm gonna let you go ahead and get your final thoughts before we get up on out of here.
Yeah. Listen, man, make sure you guys tune in tomorrow night. ATL Sports In Game will have an interesting show. We're gonna finish up, talks of what we were talking about this evening, and it might have some surprises thrown in there. But make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe to the Six Man Convo. Make sure you hit up Mad Mike Sports, myself, Mr. Tactician 78 on YouTube. Check out some more shorts I got. I got a short coming out for Julio Jones, so y'all want to make sure y'all check that out. But hey, man, this is not going to be a cute off season for the Falcons. It's not. It's about to be disrespectful. Get ready for it.
Right. What you got, Mike?
Stop looking at everybody else. That's all I got to say. And focus on what the fuck you got going on. Everybody try to look at what every other team in the universe and what every person got. Look what the fuck you got. If you ain't got nothing, go out there and make a sandcastle, goddamn. You'll have something. All right. Stop looking at everybody else shit.
Right. Well, I will say this. I'm gonna say I'm gonna leave this off like this. We got literally 5 days, just about 5 days until free agency starts. We cannot expect all high price players. But what you
Right.
want them to do is you want them to build the team. And that's all you can ask for. And I will also say this. We do have a STS this weekend. It's probably gonna be around 7:30, 8 o'clock in the evening. Um I kinda want to get into one of the topics that I have for right now is is Angie Stone and and I noticed that UMG music group has come up a lot. So
Oh,
we're
it's a
gonna
lot to
talk
pay
about
attention
that.
to.
We're gonna talk about that and we'll come up with something else. So till next time, people, we're here to play.
Oh no. Oh no.
We here to stay.
Oh yeah. Dig it.
You ain't gotta go home.
But don't believe the hype.
Dancing through the tunnels. All right, we out here, y'all. Deuces.
Put your eyes back in your head.
Popped out like flavor.
Pry their eyes open and force them to see the truth. We will skin the sheep and sacrifice the weak. The unholy alliance has arrived.